All right. Hello, welcome back. Now that I can edit again, not that I ever actually edit the tier list videos, I can record the tier list videos. So the first one I thought of, I wanted to do a something funny, just Thanksgiving themed, because why not? I will be gone on Thanksgiving and a couple days after, so I thought I might as well have something to upload. And I thought of Pokemon and Pokemon related food items from the games that are actually edible, actually in some quantity doable. Now, Darian, you said to me earlier that any Pokemon could be eaten if you try hard enough. And that is not only factually inaccurate, but also extremely dangerous. For example, Execute and Executor are eggs, right? But the eggs that drop from that Pokemon are extremely poisonous. If you eat that, you will die. You will die. Every single there. I think I have one poison type on this list, and I put it there just because. Literally every single poison type Pokemon is not healthy for consumption. But I did try with a couple. So I need to remember. I have an idea of how. Okay, so unethical is the bottom tier here. All right, unethical. Eating this Pokemon is just strictly unethical. Just shouldn't do it. Okay. The one above, I guess, would be I'll say viable, right? It's viable food. It is food, right? It's something. But do you want to eat it? No. I don't know how many tiers I need for this either, because but this is like 58 different things. So food, there's like definitely food, edible. This one would be tasty, so we'll go with that. And then this one is necessary. All right, does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so necessary is we need this at our Thanksgiving dinner of Pokemon related items. Tasty is it's good enough, maybe not a staple, or okay, so not all these are going to be food, by the way. Some of these are going to be for their utility, and then viable is going to be below food. So for example, this we'll go with the first one here, right? This is the pewter crunchies or something like that it's called. Don't know where they came from, don't know what game it's in, but it's a thing that exists in the same vein as the lava key, right? And I read the description. These things are edible, but people actually don't really like them because of their texture and lack of taste.
Okay.
All right, so that's what viable is. And then unethical, we'll get there. So I'm gonna pick a Pokemon at random here. Let's go with we'll start with Goodra. All right. So Goodra is canonically listed as the snail Pokemon. Snail is a food. People eat snail. I have eaten snail before on, I think, 2 occasions. Darian, how necessary would eating a Goodra be for a Thanksgiving dinner?
Depends on your culture, perhaps.
I don't think there's a single American centered
I think
culture
American? No.
that will eat escargot. Maybe a Canadian thing.
Yeah, but
in
for
some parts.
Traditional Thanksgiving American dinner, I don't think that's going to be anywhere near the table, to be honest with you.
I think viable's a good tier. It's not
Okay.
unethical. Yeah, I mean it's the snail Pokemon. Next one, a tricky one. Tauros, the wild. What is this thing? A bull. There we go. The wild bull Pokemon, right? Now that's beef. Beef is not necessarily a Thanksgiving food, but it is a food.
Yes.
So how far do you want to take the Tauros? Because it's food.
Yeah, it's food.
It's technically seasonal. Beef. Burgers at Thanksgiving is something that some people do.
True.
People of culture that like meat that actually tastes good. I think I'm okay putting this in tasty.
Yeah, for sure. I'll take some. If it's not just turkey, usually for us it's turkey and ham. Those are usually the only 2 meats that we have around Thanksgiving. But beef is definitely an alternative. I could definitely see that being a substitute in many places.
Just sure. All right. So you said pork, right?
Yeah.
Pig night is known as a pig Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably listed as Fire Pig along with Tepig, and then Emboar is called something crazy like the super ultra fire thing. It's got a crazy title. So this is just straight up pork. Now I'm of the opinion that Pig Night probably would taste pretty good. It's got that nice, or controversially, maybe the meat would be drier than the normal pork, and pork's already kind of dry sometimes.
Yeah, it might.
So I'm not too sold on it, but let me know for Thanksgiving. If we don't have beef, we have some pork. If we don't have these, obviously we'll have like duck or turkey. Duck's on the list. We don't even have a turkey Pokemon.
I think the closest would be a Spathra, but I don't think that's even a turkey. It's like an emu.
An ostrich.
Yeah, ostrich emu kind of thing. That's the closest we really got.
Yeah.
Unless I'm bugging.
All right. So are you picking it up here, or are we keeping it at food? Or do you
I think we could keep it. I think we'd probably keep it at food. Though you said the fire typing may make it a little dry or overcooked.
It's possible. I only just not thought of it. All right. Well. Okay. So I'm gonna throw a wild card in here next. Let's go with the bananas from Tropius.
I love bananas.
You could make a nice banana bread. That's pretty Thanksgiving. And I'm of the opinion that Tropius would be a pretty healthy piece of livestock to farm bananas. So I'm good with tastier necessary. How much do you like banana bread is the question.
I love banana bread.
All right.
And I'm gonna do this because it's probably necessary. I'm on Cerebi with the Pokedex, and it is described as sweet and delicious. So I mean, come on, dude. You can't really go wrong with bananas.
Can't go wrong. All right, I'm gonna throw another wild card in here. Poffins. I already forgot what Poffins are.
Is that for contests?
Yeah,
no,
it's one of the foods that Pokemon can eat. And I feel like some of these are so good that people could probably eat them. Poffins are up there. Pokeblocks were disqualified because there's no way in hell that people would eat those. I'm pretty sure they ate them in the anime and it wasn't a good time. Not sure though. Poffin. I'm already like I don't even care anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Viable. Next we have the Jubilife muffins.
I love muffins,
dude. Where have these been my entire Thanksgiving? I feel like that you can have cornbread muffins.
Yeah, but I say looking at it, looks like more like a cornbread muffin.
You know, if I was in a family that was a little bit more what's the word I'm looking for, cooking wise, a bit more prone to actually cooking. I feel like some nice morning muffins Thanksgiving morning would be amazing.
That would be very nice.
I'm gonna start that off at tasty. How do you feel about that? Some nice muffins in the morning or some cornbread?
Yeah, I know there's a lot of. I do like cornbread.
I like the fact that cornbread is one of the few foods that butter actually carries.
Yeah, I'm one of the, because I know I've been on the cookie binge recently. Crumble had a cornbread cookie a few weeks ago. It was very, very good.
That sounds sick.
But I like that. I don't know, because my grandmother makes cornbread. It's not really like that traditional like Jiffy sweet cornbread,
right? But
it's still solid. So yeah, I'll go for cornbread all day, every day.
All right. Snorlax is the cotton candy Pokemon. So for Thanksgiving, what are we thinking about cotton candy?
I don't even really, dude. I used to eat it when I was younger. Cotton candy. It's just
for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, for Thanksgiving, that might be unethical. I don't know. Like I said, I mean, I don't really see a point because, like I said, for dessert, it's like pie, some cakes. I don't think cotton candy is anywhere near anyone's mind when it comes. That's just like carnival and fair food. That's the only time anyone ever eats cotton candy is when you're at the fair.
Yeah, true.
Or maybe the zoo.
It's like a fall event thing too. We used to have people make cotton candy at the park over at Cambridge Commons.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. We're gonna add Fido in next. We are not eating Fido. Fido is not edible, by the way. It's just not. Like, people don't actually eat this. It's just the product that it produces. And just to give you an easy understanding as to where this is going. Yeah, I'm gonna want that yeast. Apparently, it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
So we got the bananas and the yeast from Fido. Like, whew. Right, it's time. I think you're a pie person, right? You like pie?
Yeah, I like pie.
I brought every version of Applin is just gonna be Applin.
Yeah.
So where would you put Applin on this list?
I'd probably put it in tasty.
Put in tasty.
Yeah, apple pie is great. And in terms of Thanksgiving, I prefer sweet potato or pecan pie.
Do we need a sweet potato Pokemon?
That would be lit.
Sweet potatoes are delicious. Are sweet potatoes just yams? Are those the same thing?
I think so.
I don't think I've ever seen a yam in my life.
Yeah, I don't think there's a difference.
I've had people give me yams. They're just sweet potatoes. I'm pretty sure. And if somebody watches this video and they're like, they actually know the difference, I feel really bad for you. All right, so Darian, I'm gonna hit you with a harder one. You ready? Shuckles juice.
I don't know. The people aboard the Asagi was loving it. You know, they drink it all the time.
Would you have a nice? Okay, people do like juices and stuff at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Would you go so far as to put this on the table, or would you just rather put that to the side? Like it's an option.
I think it's good where it is. That's definitely an option.
It's in food. It's food.
Yeah, it's food.
It's food.
It is food. And apparently, sweet potatoes and yams are quite different.
Disgusting.
Apparently, yams, if eaten raw, can be toxic, while sweet potatoes aren't. That's something.
Well, I'm glad to be alive right now. All right, here's another hard one. Rage candy bar. It's literally a candy bar. Candy at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, a candy at Thanksgiving.
Candy at Thanksgiving. I know some people do some crazy stuff in their kitchen. TikTok has taught me that not everyone is responsible in the kitchen. Maybe someone makes a dish with candy, like
maybe
M&M cookies. You know, maybe like melt some Hershey's bars. Maybe some Skittles. This is a candy bar. What candy bars are usually just chocolate bars.
I'm gonna throw it in viable because whenever we go to our grandparents at my grandmother's house, she has like candy bowls across, and we always get a couple pieces before we eat to like hold us down while we
Man, I wish every year I literally am dying the entire day. Alchemy we can just put necessary.
Yeah,
if we're having dessert, we're gonna need that. Now, to pair with that, what do you think about Moo Moo Milk? How necessary is Moo Moo Milk? That's best milk world. That's the only milk that you have.
Milk is usually could be in a lot of these dishes. The pies could use milk. Mac and cheese. I was about to say, yeah. That may be tasty, maybe even necessary, depending on the things that you make with it.
I need mac and cheese in my life. I'm putting it. Yeah. I'll double you on that one. We're gonna default to necessary. All right. You ready for another curveball?
Okay. Let's go.
Cactus.
Cactus.
Cactus. Cactus at Thanksgiving. We're not from Texas or Nevada.
We're not from Texas. No, Arizona. No, yeah, we're not around these.
But apparently, you can make like cactus burgers. Oh man, I hope I don't try to edit this because I would. There's some interesting videos on this. I did some decent level research on all of this. I really hope I don't. For me, if you're sitting down at your computer right now editing, go hang out with your girlfriend. What are you doing? Go do something. But yeah, cactus. Would you like to have some? Okay, so here's the thing, right? You gotta have some vegetables.
Yeah.
You gotta have some greens. All right. I would not personally be opposed to trying like a cactus burger at Thanksgiving. That sounds kind of hard. That's
something I would try. It's not going to be something I like look forward to crazy. Like, oh, I can't wait to have my cactus burger along with like. But I mean, and like I said, Thanksgiving I'd probably go like
cactus steak. It's something like that they do. I think it's pretty cool. So would you? Okay, so how interesting is that idea though? Or is it just viable, or are we putting it in food?
I think it's viable. I don't think it's really anything too nuts. But,
All right. I'm gonna hit you with a crazy one. First of all, there are 2 Pokemon listed as the bivalve Pokemon, and according to Bing, all bivalves are edible. They're mussels, seafood, seafood at Thanksgiving. What do you think about that?
I could maybe see it. I don't know if it'd be. There may be some people who have like some kind of weird oyster platter for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I'm thinking like big Thanksgiving. I haven't done a big Thanksgiving in years. But
who knows? Maybe people do a big seafood boil instead of like turkey and ham.
Yeah. Pescatarians, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think pescatarians eat mussels. That's beside the point.
Who knows?
I'm fine putting shoulder and viable, but clam rolls are unethical. That thing's too cute.
Yeah, you look at it.
I couldn't
You
imagine.
can eat that.
Speaking of eat that, that's slowpoke tail.
Slowpoke tail.
One of the biggest delicacies in the Pokemon world. You tell me we're not eating that for Thanksgiving? I need to show you a picture. All right. I know you played Pokemon Sleep. I need you to see this. All right. I need you to see this. Because this might be the most delicious fake food I've ever seen in my life. Look at this. Look at this grilled slowpoke.
I think I might have seen that.
Look at that. Is that not? Dude, tell me you're not pulling up to Thanksgiving and this.
I don't know if that was in Sword and Shield with the curries you can make.
It
I
might
don't know
be.
though.
It might be. This is from Sleep.
Yeah, I think I've seen that in Sleep
Every
before.
time I see this, I get hungry.
Those are good. I can't lie.
All right. So how do you feel about the slowpoke tail? You trying it? You want it?
I try Snowpoke tail.
I
think that'd be pretty tasty.
Yeah, I think I'd put it in tasty as well. So we're gonna go with Chansey's egg, the lucky egg. And for people that don't know, Chansey's Japanese name is Lucky. That's literally where the term lucky egg comes from, I'm pretty sure. This thing's apparently really good and nutritious. Could probably make some amazing dishes with it. Darian, how high up are we putting this? I mean, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard with like the ingredient ones because these are some of the best the Pokemon world has to offer.
For me, it's a double-edged sword because you got eggs being very widely used in a lot of dishes. I know another Thanksgiving staple, especially around my place, I hear about is deviled eggs.
Oh.
I think deviled eggs is the worst thing anyone could ever eat on the planet.
Yeah, anything boiled.
I will never eat it. Because my parents are like, you like mayonnaise? You like these spices? Yes, I do. But my logic is, you know how all of our sinuses are connected and whatnot? The smell of boiled eggs is disgusting. And I said, there's no way something that smells that bad can taste good.
Oh, for sure.
That is my logic. So I will never touch deviled eggs. My roommate, whenever he comes by, every time he'll visit for a little bit on Thanksgiving, him, my dad, my mom, they all love it. I'm like, you got it. You guys can have all of that. I'm not going anywhere near it. Just the smell of it just turns me off.
That's fair.
But so that's why I could probably keep it in food because, like I said, eggs are a component in so many dishes.
Yep.
Which makes them important.
But we don't want the eggs to fall into the wrong hands.
Yeah, and just like what you call it down there, garganical. Salt is used in like every dish.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But like, am I just gonna straight up eat salt?
Yeah, how necessary is the salt from Garganical though? I mean, I'm fine with it being a tasty.
Yeah, I don't think everything in the world needs salt over for Thanksgiving. It depends, really.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, tasty, like I said, salt, eggs, things like that.
The worst thing that can happen is that you go to vegetables to try and like lean down on the sodium, and they're just salted to death.
Yeah,
it's just like all salted and sauced up. Like, oh well, yeah, no, your stomach is dead. Arboliva might be one of the more ethical ones on this list because you could just take them olives right up.
Yeah,
I don't eat olives.
I don't either. You do have the oil too that it makes.
Olive oil's not bad.
Yeah.
All right. Is food good then?
Food is a good spot for it, I'd say.
Yeah. All right. Gorgeist is the pumpkin Pokemon. Now I know you like a good pumpkin pie.
Oh yeah. I think I prefer sweet potato as a whole, but pumpkin pie.
What is with you in sweet potato today? This is the most you've ever.
I don't know.
About sweet potato.
I don't know. We were talking about that earlier.
It's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, 'tis the season.
I think pumpkin pie is pretty important. I'll start off in tasty.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
It's kind of awkward. We have like components to making dessert, but then like the actual dessert Pokemon is just like it's fine. Applin, you can stay there. Pumpkin pie, you can stay there. It's choice, right? It's choice. Not every pie is gonna be a good pie. Oh, dude, I hate crust. Dude, pie crust is the worst thing.
It depends.
It is the
like there's some pies where like if you do like maybe like key lime pie, graham cracker crust, like that's cool. But like regular deep dish pie crust, sometimes it can taste burnt or something. It just has a weird taste to it sometimes. That's more the crust for like pecan pie and whatnot. But graham cracker crust is always solid.
Is a sin.
I love pecan
Those
pie.
things get so dry.
Yeah, they do get dry. That's why you have that sugary substance in the middle that saves it.
All right.
Whatever it is.
All right, we're gonna go back to the pescatarian round. We got Basculin, which is noted in specifically Black and White 2 as being very tasty. Don't know who the psychopath that decided he wanted to eat piranhas was, but there you go. And Magikarp, which we know is nearly inedible until you actually somehow manage to get past the outer shell.
Yeah.
Oh, where do you want to put these, man? It's up to you, man. It's up to you. I love fish. I love salmon. These are not salmon.
Yeah, they're not salmon.
They're not
I don't think we have a salmon Pokemon.
This is a fucking...
Basculin could... I mean, it's a piranha. You could say it's a bass. I know people eat bass.
That's fair.
I've never had bass.
Bass is not bad.
I don't really know what Magikarp is, but it's supposed to be like a goldfish or something?
No. Goldeen is a goldfish.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea what Magikarp is like a koi fish, I think.
Yeah, more like a koi fish.
How about Gyarados? If Magikarp tastes good, how good do you think Gyarados tastes?
That's a tough one. It's just a big sea serpent.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it would be close to.
Feeds families.
Yeah. It's like 20 feet long. It's a big thing. You'll get fed, I guess.
A whole town can eat well. Alright, I'll leave it there. We're pretty uncertain on that. I don't even know what to tell you. We're not Australian. Alright?
No.
This is an ostrich. This thing takes care of its young. I think it's pretty unethical. I'm okay putting it unethical.
Yeah, because we already have the lucky egg there. Because I know people use sometimes for eggs
are
for
nutritious.
A ton of stuff. Yeah. So ostrich eggs are unnecessary.
And we saw Charizard absolutely gulp those things. They're easily disposed of. Okay, here's a hard one, right? Vanillux is not ice cream. People always say it's ice cream. It is just straight up snow.
Yeah, it's extremely cold.
If you have some high fructose corn syrup, you can make snow cones. That's about it.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that?
Maybe. I know it's super duper cold. Apparently, there was a food reviewer I saw. There is apparently somewhere in LA an ice cream parlor that uses liquid nitrogen instead. And
is that safe?
I don't know, but they say the ice cream is fantastic. So I guess it's safe enough. They have some kind of process that makes it work. So I mean, let me see. I'm pretty sure this thing gets stupidly cold. How cold do you get?
Oh, this thing gets like below 40. Like
it gets freezing.
It might as well be liquid nitrogen. And then, what do you think the Castelia cone is made out of?
It kind of just looks like a vanillite, to be honest with you.
It's probably just the vanillite snow.
Yeah, that and looks just like vanilla ice cream with some blue tint to it.
I thought it was tasty. All right, let's do a quick review of what we got so far. At least in the top
21
tiers.
degrees, -6 Celsius.
-6 Celsius. Oh, that's not bad. Silvertail definitely up here. We like pie. Pie's not bad ever. For Thanksgiving at least. Gargonicle has some high quality salt, I'm pretty sure. If you want to double check that Pokédex entry, make sure that's safe to eat.
Which one?
Gargonicle.
Okay, let's see here.
Moo Milk's God tier. Alchemy literally in the anime is used to help make literally anything. God tier. Fido, good boy, God tier. And why is Tropius necessary at this point?
Many Pokemon gather around Gargantuar hoping to lick at its mineral-rich salt. So the Pokemon like it. It's full of minerals, apparently.
We got Tropius up here because it's probably got the best bananas, period. Which makes it... I guess looking at Tropius as an example, right? Scarcity, right? Top quality. Same thing with Moo Milk. What other milk even exists? You know, that's necessary.
That's literally it, basically.
All right, are you ready for my absolute joke pick?
What is that?
Eating Pikachu.
It has to be unethical. It's a mouse. It's a rodent.
I thought you were gonna say it's Pikachu. Why would you do that? You can't do
that too. Like, it's the mascot.
I lasted all 3 seconds with that one. That's unfortunate. Didn't even consider it. Okay. Back to pork. Oinkologne.
That's gonna have to go above Pignite. Definitely more suited, I think. for consumption
Mm.
than the pig night.
Good point. I also learned today that sea urchin is edible.
Yeah, it has like this weird yellow. It's like yellowy orange inside color. It's weird
which is
looking.
gross.
Yeah, it looks strange.
So how far are you willing to take the sea urchin?
I'm not gonna. I don't really like seafood to begin with a bunch. I'm kind of like you. Like I'll eat salmon, shrimp, things of that nature. Cod.
It's probably poisonous too.
It might.
But I added it in just to add another poison type in.
Getting around all those spines to crack it open. It's just.
Yeah,
not for me. Not for
viable
me.
or
It's
unethical?
a poison type too.
That would go unethical. That's a little dangerous. All right, our other poison type, scorpion. I know some people actually like scorpion.
Yes.
People
Apparently
do eat scorpion.
Yeah, the fried
a
scorpion.
A lot of people eat scorpion. A lot more than I thought. We're American. I'm starting that off in viable. Do you have any sway one way or the other? Is it food?
Nah.
Is it unethical?
I guess we could put it in viable. I've actually seen videos of people saying it's actually not bad.
I mean, I hope I never get to a point in my life where I'm okay trying it. All right, we gotta get some of these full heals out the way. Let's go with the lava cookies are just a cracker.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's an actual cookie. That just looks like a rice cracker with some seaweed on it.
What about the lava cookie?
We know what a lava cookie. All right, now the marsalas are donuts. They're like jelly donuts.
I would love to eat a malasada. Hal loves them.
All right, necessary or tasty? Because I think if I wake up Thanksgiving morning and someone got some Dunkin', man, I think
tasty just because Fido's unnecessary, and Fido can be used to make donuts or bread or anything.
Fido is just God.
Yeah, the Japanese name is Huan rice cracker. So yeah, lava cookies are just
I was right.
cracker.
It's literally just a rice cracker. Lava cookies are frauds. Viable. I mean, like it like your grandma, like just bring it just so that the kids eat something, so they don't just go into a diabetic coma.
Exactly.
Okay, Pukamuku is a sea cucumber.
I don't think I'd ever eat that. Can't lie to you.
Alright, I'll do it unethical.
Yeah.
Apparently you can even eat them raw. Would you eat a raw would you scarf down a raw Pukamuku? Alright, duck is another common Thanksgiving bird. And we have two of them. Farfetch comes with its own what is
that was a leak.
Garnish.
Yeah.
Now I honestly think Farfetch would slap. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. You can put that in like the leek in like a soup. Make like some kind of ramen with duck.
Yeah, you can peel it and then use it to get like some of like that oniony, leaky flavor in.
Mm-hmm.
I will start off at necessary.
I've never tried duck, but that's definitely something I would love to try one day. That and lamb.
I fucking hate lamb. I'm not gonna lie. I always get like this weird, not gamey because I've barely even had venison. Venison's not that bad. But like lamb just rubs me the wrong way. It smells great every time, and then I eat it and I just feel sick. But in terms of like what would be the Thanksgiving turkey, I think Farfetch is the closest.
Yeah, probably.
And what do you think of Golduck? Golduck seems a little more on the monster side.
Yeah.
I don't know. Food or viable? How are you feeling on this one?
I think it's food.
All right, it's food. If
Gyarados can be food, I'm sure Golduck can be food.
If Walmart runs out of Farfetch'd, I guess we're gonna grab us a Golduck. It's poultry. Topical poultry. Combuskin. Now we did accidentally run into a really awkward precedent of fire types probably having dry meat. But this is I think it's the young fowl Pokemon. This is the closest to chicken we're gonna get.
Yeah.
And that's another staple. We did put Oinkologne up here. I don't think I have anything else close to chicken. So are we going food or tasty? Because I feel like
I think that'd be pretty tasty.
If we want chicken, I mean, this is kind of our only option.
Yeah, that's pretty much all we're all it's cracked up so far.
All right. How necessary do you think honey is in a Thanksgiving meal?
Quite. Honey baked ham. Go get some honey glazed hams.
There you go. There you go. That's necessary then, right?
Yeah, that's necessary for sure.
Yeah, I didn't think
ham is my favorite.
I don't eat ham. I'd see you taught me something here. It's like, yeah, gonna need that. I honestly didn't know how far honey was gonna get. I was thinking more dessert. But yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Can you remind me what a sable is? I forget what this is.
Well, I don't know what that is.
You're gonna have to look that one up. Gâteau is just a different kind of cake. Cake is not a Thanksgiving thing that I've.
Not really. More pie, definitely.
So I mean, it's food. But can't.
What's that one? Do you need me to look up? What is that one next to the rabu?
It's SABLE, and then you're gonna have to type food because there's an animal called sable, spelled the same exact way.
Let's see. Sable. It is a classic French butter cookie.
A butter cookie? Ooh, I love butter cookies. I mean, it's food. It's viable. I mean, it's food.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah. I don't even remember what these are, but they look good.
Those aren't Puffins.
Pokepuffs? Pokepuffs, I think they're called.
Yeah. Are those the ones from Pokemon Ami?
Yeah. Those look like they slap.
Yeah, they were like macaroons or something.
I'm fine putting it above food because these are just kind of there. This is definitely this is definitely something we would eat.
Oh yeah.
Again, it's made for Pokemon, but this looks like the thing that's made for Pokemon compared to like those new commercials. You know, the ones where it's like, "Oh, dude, what do you got your dog food in the fridge?" Say it's food.
Yeah, literally just chicken. There's pork. There's everything.
Yeah. All right. Now, spicy is not a Thanksgiving thing.
Not really.
You don't really have a lot of spicy dishes. I mean, maybe someone can make chili, but again, I don't know who does. I don't know anyone that's ever done that. Chili's more of like a fall harvest type of food, not really gather around the table with the family. Especially because of how like white Thanksgiving is as a meal. You know, I just don't really know people that sort of spice it up with like literal any kind of spice. So I would say viable for the what's it called?
Yeah, viable can work.
Capsicum's teeth are usually used as like really rich spices, and this is just in here by accident at this point because I remembered that they actually used this, so this is just gonna stay down here. Honestly, unethical because this will probably kill you. Now, I want it to be fair. I want it to be fair because this is one of the only food Pokemon that exists. There's only a handful of them that actually exist. Let's say that we have a nice Sinistea that is not trying to steal our souls. Black tea. How do you feel about black tea at Thanksgiving time?
I don't really drink tea.
I know you don't. I know you don't. I drink tea every now and then, but I don't think this even belongs at the.
Not too much. It's
where's the
just water.
Punch? is probably what I would have. where's the good stuff, you know? So viable. Matcha, on the other hand, can be used to make some nice desserts. I think I mentioned I bought some matcha the other day. It's super bitter. I have no idea how to actually make a decent latte with it. But it's also really healthy, so I'm gonna throw it in tasty.
Okay.
If you want me to drop it down, let me know.
It's fine. I personally wouldn't really mess with it too much, but it can be used a lot of different ways.
Alright, so this is gonna blow your mind. The sushi Pokemon. It's not the sushi Pokemon. It's the mimicry Pokemon. And I don't even think it's gonna taste good. I don't even think it's worth it. It literally only acts like sushi or something weak and defenseless because one, it is weak and defenseless, but two, it's trying to outsmart its prey. Not predators. The Pokédex entry says it's outsmarting its prey, which is mostly birds. I don't even think we're gonna be capable of eating this thing.
Yeah, I don't really know.
And then like sushi is also not really a Thanksgiving thing, obviously, because it's
not yes.
So are we keeping it in food, or are we we might have to drop it down to viable?
Yeah, I think viable.
All right. Oh, that's not ethical. Yeah, because I thought, okay, yeah, I mean, it's a Pokemon that people eat. It's not. It literally just does that to fuck with people. Now octopus is an interesting one. I feel like people can get away with that one.
I think so.
Because like casseroles and stuff. Have I ever had such a dish? Hell no, definitely not. But Darian would casserole, definitely the kind of thing that you will see, because people make those disgusting slop dishes all the time for Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, my grandmother makes an insane dish. It's called pineapple casserole.
Like I said, absolute troglodyte food. Like, that's terrible.
It's good.
Terrifying. All right, so food or viable? Where do you want? Because we don't have too many casserole options here.
No, we don't. Looking at what's left, probably definitely not. So I think food's a spot. I guess you want to throw Malamar with it as well. It's sort of similar.
Oh, we'll get to that one. Before we do that one, I just want to throw in Sunflora because of sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're gonna do with that, but it's there. It's an option.
Snack, I guess, before the main courses. If you get hungry in between, you have eat some sunflower seeds.
I feel like someone somewhere has made a dish with sunflower seeds at some point. I don't know what that would be. But it just makes me think of the pewter chips. It's so I'm just gonna do that. All right, Malamar is basically an so look, I was gonna go deep. I was gonna look up invasive species because I found out kangaroo are fair game because they are an invasive species. So people just straight up eat kangaroo. I'm pretty sure that's the animal that I learned that about. Yeah, because there's a guy that was making a bunch of different burgers from like every possible meat. Like he even included like the vegan ones, and one of them was a kangaroo burger, and he stated that fact. I'm like, that goes crazy. That's insane. And so I thought Malamar as a Pokemon is a threat. I think we covered the anime adaptations of Malamar before. It literally goes around hypnotizing people.
Yeah, Malamar's a problem.
Like Malamar's a problem. Killing and eating this thing, fine. We'll leave it right there with artillery. Okay, now come on now. Crab at Thanksgiving goes hard.
Yeah, like I say, if we want to do like the seafood boil thing
don't
from
really
earlier.
have our only other like logical seafood options were the water duck and we had a basculin, which people say it's tasty. Magikarp, which is damn near inedible if you don't know what you're doing. I kind of want to put it up in tasty. How do you feel about that?
Because that works. Compared to all the other seafood options.
Compared to the other seafood options, yeah. Now, Slurpup is the merengue Pokemon, while Swirlix is the cotton candy. Now, a meringue, pretty necessary for cakes, but we have alchemy. So, do you think that it's going to stand up with alchemy, or are we going to?
I think tasty. You got like lemon meringue pie and whatnot, like all the meringue pies. So yeah, tasty. Yeah. I think there's only really lemon meringue. I don't know what else we really have.
All right, rabbit. it's this awkward trend with fire starters that I've accidentally set up. None of the water starters, none of the grass starters are on here. None of those even seemed remotely close. But because the fire types tend to lean into animals more so to like anthropomorphic or animal-like or plant-like. End product is more anthropomorphic, but it's a rabbit. That's fair game. Can't remember if I ever had it. Don't think so. I think it'd be pretty tasty.
Yeah, I'd be willing to try rabbit. Why not?
Alright. You want to keep it in food? You want to? Okay. But like compared to Buskin though, because like chicken is necessary.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I definitely prefer to keep it around here then.
Yeah, okay. So we'll just leave it in that tier. This is the. Every time I look at it, I just don't remember. So this is basically a tart cookie. I forget what it actually is called. in Pokemon, but it's basically a cookie with some sort of filling.
Okay.
Uh,
Let's see here.
how do you feel about that?
I do love me some cookies. Can I find this thing at all in the games? There's no way.
Yeah, it's one of the regions full heal food items. But I've lost track. There's just so many of them. I remembered all of them, even the Shallower Sable. I didn't even know what kind of food that was, even though I did research earlier. I still couldn't remember.
Yeah, there's the Poke Puffs, Poke Beans, the curry, the sandwiches. Do we get anything else? Oh, that's the Lumiose Galette.
That one. Yeah, there you go. Food are tasty, because I mean we have some decent desserts up here now. We got the Marisada donuts, the Poke Puffs. We have the matcha. We have our ice cream. I mean, ice cream at Thanksgiving is a must. And then we have our cornbread / breakfast muffins.
A galette is a type of French dessert that is a freestanding pastry circle that contains a fruit filling. So it's kind of like it looks like a pie mixed with like a pizza.
Well, it's more of like a pie mixed with a cookie. It's a little smaller than that, I think.
Yeah, it looks like some of the dough is like trying to cover. It's like not fully covering the fruit and everything. Okay, it's pretty good actually.
Yeah. So Bon Sweet, it's very aromatic, and I forget what else there was about it, but then when it first evolves, not the final evolution, it's actually used as like anesthetic, and then it just say like Serena's like really really strong. The bit's gone. Like it's Serena, bro. You eating Serena? You eating the little skirt parts of Serena?
What is this supposed to be, food-wise, anyway?
I forget. It's berry.
Not a cherry.
It's some kind of berry. I already tabbed out once in this recording. But speaking of cherry, we also have Cherubi.
Yeah.
I'm fine putting Cherubi in Tasty because cherry pie is another option. That's what the other pie options are.
Cherry pie.
Yeah. But if you could figure out what, I don't think it says specifically what kind of berry, but there's like health benefits to it.
There is a food called a mangosteen.
What is that?
I don't know what a mangosteen even is. Is it like
Sounds
a
fancy.
hybrid?
I'll leave it in food. And then the last one, how much do you like mushrooms?
I don't like mushrooms at all.
Ooh.
Not for me, pal.
Alright. I'm gonna put it in food then, because I love mushrooms. Let's just try I love mushrooms. And you can make you can elevate a lot of dishes with mushroom. So yeah. Alright.
Yes.
So Thanksgiving Pokemon tier list. Something I went walking and I was like, gotta do this. It's on the list of things to do today. We actually have a lot more options than I thought in terms of like actual food. We got pork, we got beef, we got duck. No turkey. They need to make a turkey Pokemon so we can.
I googled it. I think the closest we had was Mandibuzz, but that's a vulture. So
that's all. The vultures are. There's no way vultures are edible.
No.
They eat trash. They eat literal trash.
I'm not touching that.
That sounds like a very dangerous game. So we got chicken. We got some crab meat as well. Limited on the seafood options. If you made it this far into the video, let me know what Pokemon would you eat at Thanksgiving time if you had the opportunity, and why is that still Poketail? Thank you so much for joining us for this spur of the moment fun little tier list video. Masters EX video will be coming within the next month. We want to do that year end, right? So I'll probably be closer to the next couple of weeks. We're gonna get those master tier list videos finally done, and this was basically the warm up for that. Because I mean, there's only 50 items, none of which are music based. Those are hard to make, but we'll get there. So thank you so much for joining us for this. Happy holidays, and until next time, we hope you take care.